Alright guys, very good evening to you. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday to you. As usual, back again to let you know what is happening with our players, Super Eagles, Chelle, and everything in between. So today is officially the day that the camp has opened for the boys to start coming in. It's the 16th day of March 2025, and according to NFF, today is the day that the camp has opened and the boys can start coming in any moment from now. But speaking about the boys coming in, of course, we know that they are not free. They are obviously very busy with their club side, so we don't expect all of them to show up in camp in group, together in group and into the camp. We are going to see them coming one after the other, depending on the ones that have played their games this weekend, and then they have the clearance from their clubs to travel. And speaking about these guys, of course, we saw some showdowns today, a couple of them, and then we saw yesterday as well. Starting with yesterday's games, actually starting with Friday's game, of course, we saw Victor OSIMHEN put up maybe his most outstanding performance in the Galatasaray shirts. We covered that on this channel. He scored a hat-trick for the first time in his Galatasaray career. It was absolutely fantastic. He could have made it 4, but decided to give Morata the penalty for Morata to score. Very, very kind of Victor OSIMHEN. Gave out his shirts, I think he gave out 2 shirts, to young fans who were very passionate and were crying. I wanted to see him. Victor OSIMHEN is very free right now, so I would expect him to be one of the guys that will show up in camp because of the early kickoff that they had this weekend. And then aside from Victor OSIMHEN, we'll have the likes of NWABALI, who also made an appearance for his Chippa United yesterday. Actually they won that game 2-0. NWABALI putting up a really, really impressive performance on the night to help his Chippa United come away with a 2-0 victory at the home of Polokwane City in the South African PSL League. And it's just good to see NWABALI, keeping a top level, top form, spot on concentration, 100% focus, in games these days. Of course, that had been the issue the last, 2 or 3 months or so because of, his personal losses. But I'm definitely sure that this man is back again, and when the lineup comes out, I think we already know who's going to be the number 1, NWABALI, of course. But again, he's going to be one of the guys that we could see arrive the camp very early, because he has done his duty for the club and should be traveling any moment if he isn't already on the way. And then today we saw some number of interesting games as well. The likes of Alex Iwobi and Kevin Bassey helping Fulham to win Tottenham Hotspur 2-0. It was a very difficult game, but Fulham came out victorious in that game. They actually scored their 2 goals in the second half of the game. I think towards the dying minutes. These goals actually came from 2 substitutes. Moni scoring in the 78th and Sessegnon scoring in the 88th. But for our players, Kevin Bassey played for 90 minutes and had some really incredible, partnership with Anderson to get a clean sheet for that one. Alex Iwobi also got the nod to start the game. Played for 63 minutes, played 1 shot, and then was substituted. So it's going to be very nice, for these 2 of our players to come into the camp with high spirits, coming off the back of a great performance from this Tottenham Hotspur game. But aside from that, guys, we also have Moses Simon for Nantes. I think their game was yesterday, providing the all-important assist for his Nantes side as they came out 1 goal victorious over Lille in the French league. Simon provided the assist in the 83rd minute for Mohamed, to convert. And then, funny enough, they actually scored that goal with 10 men because they had a red card in the 74th minute. But all in all, it was very good to see Moses Simon getting involved in, in their game for that one. So personally, it was really nice for me, that Moses Simon played some really important contributions yesterday for his Nantes side to get them that victory To be honest, personally, I thought that he may not be available for this game because of the recent statement from his head coach, who came out to say that Simon is not training well. He's not training for the majority of the week. He only stays in the gym and still feels pain in his ankle where he had, the last surgery and things like that. So the way the coach said it made it look like Moses Simon could be a doubt for the Super Eagles games. But he turns up for this game, and just to give you the amount of minutes he played 89 minutes, which is almost 90 minutes. Like, he played technically for full time, and then had one shot, one assist. So I'm really, really very happy, that Moses Simon is playing a lot of minutes, and that shows that he could be fit for the game against Rwanda this Friday. And speaking about him, of course, he should be one of the guys as well that we should expect early to show up in camp. And then the man of the moment as well, TOLU Dare, they played the game yesterday. He scored again, making it his 17th goal of the season with that goal contribution yesterday. So Gents played yesterday at home to Union St. Gallois and came out victorious in that game. 2-1 was the final score. TOLU Dare scored the opener in the 69th minute, and then scored in the 83rd before El Hajj equalized, put one back, which turns out to be the consolation goal for Union St. Gallois. But at the end of the day, TOLU Dare continues his goal scoring form with that goal, making it his 17th goal of the season, his highest goal tally ever, in his career. And I'm just so glad and also excited that this man gets the call up to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. In my mind, I'm already even thinking, maybe this guy can be a great partnership for Victor OSIMHEN, playing on the same pitch in the same starting 11. This could be very, very, productive for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But we'll see what happens. Of course, there's still a lot of things to be done before that can be confirmed. Coach Chelle has to accept these guys into the camp and then train them together, have them play together, and then do some kind of combinations and see if they will work well in matches. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how these guys can play with themselves. So that's what's currently happening. So we expect the guys to show up. Some of the guys are probably the home-based players in the person of Remo Stars goalkeeper and then Ninja Tornadoes midfielder to show up first because of proximity, and then the fact that they don't have club duties at hand right now. But for the rest of the guys, by the end of tomorrow being Monday, I should expect to see more than half of the guys already in camp so that they can start training with the head coach for that one. But to end the updates, let me let you know that Super Falcons veteran striker Francesca ORDEGA had a really, really impressive performance yesterday for our Etihad side, as she scored a hat-trick, and then created an assist, while Ashley PLUMPTRE, also scored a goal as well in their 9-0 destruction of their opponent Al Taraji. That game was a really, really exciting game to watch, but I'm sure not very exciting and interesting for Al Taraj players and their fans as well. But great day for Super Falcons players. ORDEGA, who is not very young, but she seems to still have all of the magic, all of our goal scoring magic from her young age. And then great to see Ashley PLUMPTRE getting on the score sheet. She's a defender, but also a very good goal scoring defender for that one. But that's what's happening right now. The next coming hours is going to be very interesting, because we get to see our beloved players coming to the camp. We'll see lots of new pictures, lots of new videos coming out from their camp. And then most importantly, Eric Chelle gets the chance to see these guys, all of them one-on-ones, eye to eye, and then start his training and strategy with them.